Hi everybody, Kitsune Haruru here and welcome to my channel. I am bringing a video to you I believe is probably on a off day because it's for Amaya Raine Day. It's not one of my regular videos. So, this month, being March, Amaya Raine Day has a theme of green and or shamrocks. I wasn't initially going to worry about doing a Amaya Raine Day on this one. I was already working on Hi Barbie. And there's possibility of Dolls Gone Goth, though I don't know if I'm going to be hitting the goth part again, but none of us are too worried about that. All we care about really is showing up and showing what you got for your dolls. Just because we want to see your dolls. I'd like to thank Marna from Dolls Rescued and Dory from Dory's Dollies for hosting these. They do a wonderful job hosting quite a few different little events, and I do encourage you to try them out. It's pretty fun. It's worth, giving it a go and seeing what everybody's doing. So what have I done for this one? Well, the thing that changed my mind was a trip to Dollar General. I had gone in there just to see if there was anything for St. Patrick's Day, and surprisingly in our store there was nothing. They still had Valentine's left over. We had Easter stuff hanging around. We had the summer and garden stuff, and not a single bit of green. Not a shamrock to be seen, not even a little plastic gold coin. I have no idea why. Couldn't tell you. I don't even know if this is across the board with other Dollar Generals. This is the only one I've walked into recently. I might look around and see, but yeah, they just didn't have it. I wasn't going to backtrack on a busy Friday night to go to Dollar Tree, even though I know they do have stuff. Maybe later. But anyway, I went into the Dollar General and just cruising around going, well, maybe there's something in toys that'll work. As I've said before, well, maybe I said before. In any case, I don't have any green Rainbow High dolls, or Shadow High for that matter. None. It's rather surprising. I do have a lot of Amaya Raines. She is my favorite. There was one there, though, I am very interested in going back. It's one of the low-budget dolls. But none of my Amaya Raines have a black base hair color for the rainbow hair. She had it. She has like a little sequin dress, too. I think I'm going back for her later. Hope she's still there. But I do have 2 different dollar stores that I can check from. No, instead, I found something else. I did indeed find a Rainbow High doll. And the one that I found was a doll I'd never considered before, but in this case, she tickled my fancy. And this is Daphne Minton. Yes, I know she was out there as the full kit doll before, and I just didn't get her. But, I got her now. I love her little freckles. Her outfit is nice and neutral and basic, and I am most certainly not leaving her that way. Also, while I was there, I found something else. Don't worry, I'll open her up in a minute. I found a pet for her. Couldn't resist the little sheep. He was just too cute. So, he's going to be joining her. But let's go ahead and get her out, have a look at her, and we'll go from there. Okay, Daphne is free. She has a horrible amount of product in her hair. I can't imagine why. Her hair's just straight. There was no styling to it, and they filled her up with stuff. She's got some bad box hair. I'll cure that later. Woo, look at that static. Okay. Anyway, she is one of the more basic dolls, so she does not have elbow or knee articulation. She is articulated at the hip, at the neck, and at the shoulders, and that is it. She has some really cute little sandals in a nice minty blue, a nice mint green skirt made out of knit, and a very simple basic crop t-shirt with just a little bit of decoration at the bottom. She does have lovely inset eyes, for those who do not know about these dolls. Real eyelashes on her. Pretty good paint job by the looks of things. And she does have some cute little freckles going on here. Oh, and I do hope you can see what I'm doing. Again, I aim the camera, and then I have to come around here and hope. So, I will eventually get a tripod again. For right now, the mini is going to have to do. But in any case, she's not a bad doll. I do prefer the ones with more articulation, but she will do the job just fine. And what is that job? Well, this girl's going to be representing for St. Patrick's Day. She's as green as I've got. There is one that's greener, but I've never been fond of her. So, yeah, I just don't have her. This one, though, I like her. She does have pierced ears, although she does not come with the earrings or extra accessories. But I can work with that because I can make earrings for them. Maybe I will, or she may end up borrowing a pair from me. I haven't decided yet. In any case, guys, when I come back on here, you'll see what I've done with her. So, I'll see you then. Alright, and here she is in her new outfit. I've become rather fond of this doll during this little project because I really like those little freckles and everything. She makes a really good little Irish girl, actually. And here's her pet sheep. I made him a little blanket, a saddle, I don't know, a thing for his back. But it's got just the regular colors there, like her dress, and on the underside I used some of this green that I've been using in absolutely everything. Why? Because it has sparkles. And her dress is also lined, though I didn't do quite as good a job as I had wanted, but it is a little bit more of a skill set than I've got. Let me set this camera down and I can show you a little bit more about what I did for her. Okay, let's take her off this stand. Just easier to take those stands apart sometimes. So, she is velcroed down the back. Not nicely, because my old machine couldn't handle it, and the new machine wasn't liking it either. But I do have a liner in there. Yeah, she ain't perfect, but it's good enough for what I wanted. Oops, I lined her up bad. Hold on. There we go. I've got her hair tied back in this little piece of ribbon, but it isn't like in her hair. That's some very smooth, soft hair now that I combed it out. I really didn't need to wash it or anything. The combing was enough for that. You'll see it better in the stills, but I have a little clasp on here. And it is done in the style of a Celtic cloak clasp. What a word. Try saying that fast, really. Basically, it has a little bar that goes through the fabric, and then this little torque shape wraps around it to lock it into place. I got a few of these at the Ashland Viking Festival in Ashland, Ohio. A few years back, there was somebody that was making them. They're normally a jeweler and blacksmith. And they said they were going to quit doing it, so I just bought what they had left, because these were just a few cents. I mean, they're so very tiny. They didn't cost much at all. So I have a nice little collection of those that occasionally pop up in the doll clothes. And she was the lucky recipient of the one that had the little swirly end. Overall, yeah, I may eventually be able to do better on these dresses. But this one isn't bad. And I really do love this green, ferny looking fabric. Again, it's another thing that showed up. Speaking of problems with the sewing machine. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it happens. That's why I had to get the bigger sewing machine in here. But when you're working with tiny little things for dolls, sometimes that big, powerful industrial machine is just a little too much. So I've got the old one here. It's going to get some work. But I digress. Anyway, this is for my Amaya Raine Day, green and Shamrocks. They're right here. And also the opening for Daphne Minton. And Daphne is my first green rainbow high doll too. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for stopping by and having a look. Do go and have a look at the other people who are doing this challenge today. Don't forget, this was put on by... Whoops, almost dropped her. This was put on by Dory from Dory's Dollies and Marna from Dolls Rescued. And in the comments, let us know if you are participating, and we'll come and have a look at what you've done as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Visit me on all those places. You know where to look. If you don't, it's in the description. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.